Hello everyone! This video is made specially for you to summarize the available immigration programs in case if you want to relocate to Cyprus. In simple words, which program should I follow if I want to move to Cyprus, depending on your circumstances. Let's start with the first thing. First of all, depending on whether you want to work in Cyprus or you want to just relocate having an income from overseas, this will affect your immigration status and the procedure which you will follow. Usually the basic immigration status that the majority of our clients obtain is the immigration permit visitor category, which means you have an income from overseas, you have your bank account in Cyprus, you have your rental property or your purchase property in Cyprus, you sorted out the documents needed for that, and you apply for the status and get it for 1 year exactly. Every year you need to renew that status for yourself and your family. It doesn't give you any right to work in Cyprus, it gives you a right to live in Cyprus. The benefit is that even after the application, before your application has been examined and approved, you can still travel outside Cyprus. Take note that you need to be back every 90 days until your application has been accepted, and even after it's been accepted, you still have to come back every 90 days. So this application has a limitation of 90 days absence from Cyprus. In case if you want to work in Cyprus, we need to look into other options for yourself, such as the work permit. There are two main types of work permits. For the companies which do not have the BFU or BCS status, foreign interest company, which have foreign shareholders and can give, by a simple procedure, work visas for the employees, we follow the standard procedure, which is lengthy, annoying, and challenging. But depending on your speciality, if you can prove yourself being extra valuable for Cyprus and having no competition here, you can get a work permit via that route. It's more challenging, as I said, but it's still doable. The other, more straightforward, simple procedure, which the majority, I would say 80% of our clients have, is the work visa, BCS, so-called employment in a foreign interest company. It's a straightforward procedure. You'll need your employment contract with a company registered with the immigration, which allows it to give out work visas. We can sort out your application, or sometimes even the lawyers from your employer can do that. You apply, you get document within 1.5 months. Benefit of this visa is also if you are a third country national, it allows you to get an entry permit. So you don't need a visa to enter Cyprus beforehand. You can apply while you're outside Cyprus, get your entry permit, enter Cyprus legally with that, and then apply for the visa here in Cyprus. That's the main comparison. So also with that visa, you can cover your family, your spouse, your wife or husband, your kids, and also your parents or your wife or husband's parents as well. So the big family can relocate with you depending on your salary though. You need to be financially stable to support your family. The main benefit of this visa is that after 4 or 5 years of residency in Cyprus, you have the right to apply for a Cypriot citizenship, depending on your language, if you qualify and have passed all the relevant exams and everything. So this is a really popular track, fast track as we call it, for the Cypriot citizenship, depending on your circumstances. There is also a startup visa, which unfortunately not many of our clients use because it doesn't give you the benefits of the BCS work visa previously mentioned. So you can't go with it, unfortunately, for the fast track, even though you can still the same cover your family with it, just a different procedure there. But with a startup, you can establish your own company. You need to get an approval from the Ministry of Commerce for a startup, and then you can apply to immigration to get your visa. Last year, only 6 applications for startup visas has been done. That's why it's not that popular, and unfortunately not many people use it because it has some important factors to consider. But if you're considering that, you can reach out to us, we can consult you on that. Digital nomad visa has a limitation of places. It's a popular visa, but it has a limit on the time frame you can be on that visa, and also it doesn't qualify you for the fast track citizenship. So it also has lost its appeal to foreigners because it doesn't allow you to get the citizenship. Therefore, most of our clients have transferred to BCS visa to proceed with their passport applications. But nonetheless, a digital nomad visa allows you to be self-employed, to draw your own income, and if you fulfill the criteria, you can get your visa with a maximum limitation of 3 years. Permanent residency program via investment. The most popular program amongst foreign investors who don't need to work in Cyprus but want to invest in property market and have it for themselves. Here the main threshold is 300,000 euros plus VAT invested either in a new build property or in a local company or in a secondary market, depending on which route you will follow, or also invested in a local funds. So these are the four options how you can invest your money and get your permanent residency. All of them are slightly different, so it's crucial to consult in advance before choosing which route you will follow. Family reunification. Depending on whether your spouse, children, mother, father are in Cyprus and which immigration permit they have, you may be eligible to obtain a family reunification document. So depending on the category you are, depending on the income and all of that, you can be connected to your family. Also very popular type of visas, especially for grandparents, especially for dependent children or parents and other similar cases. So there are a few other special cases and options, such as spouses of a Cypriot or parents of a Cypriot, or some other PR categories, or the long-term residence permit, or those Brits, for example, who have been in Cyprus before Brexit, depending whether you had your status. So it's very important to consider all of the previous factors to consult you and choose the right route to follow. But in this video, I tried to mention the most famous ones, let's say, the most popular ones amongst our clients in brief. For almost each case, we have a detailed, more in-depth videos explaining them, but if you want to reach out to us and sign up for a free consultation where we can look into your case situation, your finances, your family size and everything, and consult you on that prior to choosing Cyprus, we're here to help. So thank you very much for watching us.